Hey guys, welcome to game number 4 between Mil.ForGG and Fnatic.Moon. Game 3 wasn't so bad. Actually, the series has been pretty darn cool, at least from Moon's point of view, because he's shown us both Nidus Worms and Bird Baneleys. And any series that includes both of those is like one of my favorites, especially if it's in the same game, but unfortunately it wasn't. But the series isn't over yet, so will Moon show us some more unique play, and will 4GG do the same build yet again? Because for the past 3 games, he has been opening up with Hellion Banshee and the map being on Daybreak. I don't know if that is going to be possible, just because Daybreak is a map that you can't really do any type of early aggression against Zerg because, well, Zerg's going to have an Overlord up here that can scout. They have an Overlord placed on this pillar and on this pillar. Then you got another pillar down over here. And again, well, Overlord's just all over the place in relatively safe spots until you get Medivacs or something that can scout high ground, which means you can't do early aggression. At least if the Zerg has a good Overlord spread, you can't, because he's going to prepare for it, and well, it's a big map, and he has more than enough time to prepare against any type of attack. So, Moon going to have a slight advantage going on in this game, because Daybreak, I want to say, is Zerg favored, because a lot of Zergs, their goal is to get to the late game. Terran's goal is to win with some type of timing, at least in the meta game right now, which is why that Queen buff caused so much stir. But Terrans have started working around that, and some have really good late games that can just engage the late game. So we'll see exactly what 4GG ends up doing. I'm guessing it's going to be the same build, but I don't think it's going to work if it is. And Moon actually not going to be drone scouting, which is a little bit questionable. Trusting that 4GG, if the 2 Rex failed, he'd be out of this series. It is group stages, so I don't think he'd be out of the whole tournament. But a lot of Terran players do like doing 2 Rexes back here because, well, again, any early aggression you do is going to be scouted. So might as well do aggression before the Overlords actually get out. Moon did send a drone out last game, so maybe these maps were predetermined and wanted to say, hey, I'm drone scouting, so don't go for a 2 racks in the next game because I drone scouted. So maybe mind games right there. 4GG doing the gasless 1 racks expo. We'll see if he ends up taking both these gases at the same time. Oh god, 4GG. Looking like you're doing the same build again. Please prove me wrong and do something like Blue Flame Hellions. Change it up a little bit and try to catch Moon off good. And Moon, you better be able to hold this build on Daybreak. Last game, he went for a ROG build, which kind of just was a decent counter to that. 2 games ago, he went for 1 base Ling Bling bust, which was a direct counter. So we'll see what he ends up going this game. Of course, not going to be any type of Ling Bling. Hasn't got his gas yet, so I don't think it's going to be any type of Roach build. So it looks like Moon just going to go with a really normal game this game. We'll see when he ends up getting his 3rd base. In game number 1, I think it was on Cloud Kingdom, he got it around 6 minutes or 6:30. So we'll see if he ends up getting it at like 5 minutes or 5:30, because again, he doesn't have any gas yet, which does hint at an earlier 3rd base. Should be going down at 5 minutes. Anytime now, Moon. He's going to get 2 more queens. And is he going to get gas now? So he's going to go up to 4 queens and take his base. Please do it right around 5 to 5:30. And prove me right, Moon. Just do it. We do have the factor going down with the reactor. So 4GG going to be doing the same build. We do have an Overlord back here on this 1 pillar. So we can see no gas back here. Overlord on this high ground. And this I like much more for ZVP. ZVT, I don't like that so much. I'd rather have one of the other pillars either at this side or this side. But it looks like Moon is getting there with his Overlords. No SCV scouts, so the Overlords are safe doing this. Marines aren't walking around the map. We do have that 1 hatch going down 26 seconds ago, so before 5:30, so I was correct there. We do have 2 Hellions on the way out for 4GG, and this is not the same build. We have 2 more barracks being down. This is a slight variation. I'm kind of curious because he did get these gases at the same exact time. This 1 Overlord most likely going to be stopping right here. Does he have a starport going down? No, he doesn't. I'm trying to think what 4GG is planning, because while this is a cool variation, it goes back to the same problem I said earlier in the series, as you got all the Overlords positioned everywhere. So how is he going to do damage? And he hasn't moved any Marines out, so the Overlords went in almost every single pillar. Like I said, I didn't like this one, but 4GG has let the Overlords go to all the other pillars. So going to this vision. We can see the Overlord's really good vision. And now Moon going to be sacrificing this Overlord. Going to see the 3 barracks. And will he see that starport being placed? Marines coming down. No, he doesn't. Does not see the starport. Going to try to save that one Overlord. I don't think it's possible. 4 Hellions are going to be storming on into Moon's base. And going to go straight towards that main. And despite there being 4 Queens out, they're still going to get all the way in here. 3 drones go down right away, but that may be all the damage they do. As the Queens start going in, 4th drone does get toasted. And does have Hellions over in that natural. Roaches coming in to try to help out. And does get some decent volleys off. Those drones are lined up. But the Hellions do not get a volley off on them. 10 drones do go down regardless, which is a decent amount. I think that's more drones than you could expect on Daybreak. And we have more Overlord positioning from Moon. Just so good. And he saw those barracks go down. Did not see the starport, or did he? The starport did lift up. Oh, he did see that starport. Maybe he sent something in. I don't know exactly how he started the starport, but he now does, which explains why his Overlord went in this one position. So, does have good vision of that, like his upper vision, upper portion of the map where a drop would be coming in. So, we'll see exactly how this does go. Double medevacs out for 4GG. Gonna come pick off this one Overlord, which will supply cap Moon, but he's going 2 Overlords right now, so he won't be supply capped for long unless all the other Overlords do get picked on off. Bailey's Nest now just finishing. Speed almost done. Does get 1-1 right now, but will that be done before the drops? No, it will not. Also has 1 Hellion right here trying to lure any forces back here. The other Overlord will be getting picked off. Now kind of another supply cap, but 5 Overlords on the way for Moon. Does not want to be a supply cap because he knows a lot of his Overlords are out in the open and does have a Queen here, but no other units. What's he have for defense? 5 Roaches and a Queen. Now a bunch of Lings are coming out, but this drop is going to do some damage. All the drones have been put off really early. Nice job, just not taking any real losses. Is going to lose the Baneling's Nest, but that is better than losing drones. Now attacks soon as the Baneling Nest goes down. Get some help from those Broodlings out. And 4GG taking some losses, but Moon definitely does not come out ahead there, losing more than 4GG. But then again, he is on 3 bases. So who came out ahead? I don't exactly know. 56 drones to 44 SCVs. Marines dropping down here in sight of this one Overlord. Will they be able to get it off? It looks like yes, they will. And now Moon going to try to protect that Overlord, but it's not going to happen. Another Overlord does go down. Thankfully for him, he built 5 Overlords, and those Lings are going to be running in to a lot of Marines that will be going back. Didn't really do anything there. And yeah, he is just going to be trying to take vision of this 3rd base. See that 4GG still on 2 bases. And he's going to be relatively happy about that. Medivacs flying into a Spore Caller, which does delay the drop a little bit and allows the Roaches and Lings to get there. So nice job with that. 4GG did get delayed because, again, a Spore Caller came, but he is attacking this southern position. So doing the drop, lure the units in over here. Now that Spore Caller is going to be moving positions, trying to guess where that drop does come in. And if 4GG is not paying attention, just queues it up while he focuses with this army. That Spore Caller can possibly take out a medevac. And if it takes out the right medevac, that will be really good. We do have a scan going down, picking off all those creep timbers, so he's already done damage there. Does not get that 1 Queen, but may get this 1 hatch. And here we go. The drop is going to be coming in, and 1 medevac does go down. 2nd medevac will be falling as well, but the price of this 3rd base, possible Lings do get in and gets a flank off, which means he protects his 3rd base and everything by it. So Moon holds that off very well, and 4GG still on 2 bases, so he's got to be taking a 3rd base relatively soon. As there we go, the command center is going to be lifting on up to go on over to that 3rd base. Drone is going to get taken out, trying to take his 4th base, because when you hold off a turn push like that, of course you're going to expand, because he just stomped all over that, taking those tanks out for a relatively minimal loss. We can go in the loss tab now. Moon is actually more cost efficient than 4GG, and that's never a position a Terran player wants to be in. They want to be cost efficient, especially when they're behind on the number of bases. So Moon in a really good spot right now. Going into the upgrades, we do have 1-1 about done for 4GG, but Moon almost, well, he's just started 2-2. These Marines going to be picked up most likely. There we go. Nice job there. A lot of Lings coming in over here. But 4GG does have defense. And we do have Moon getting his 4th base on up because he can't take this base because 4GG doing such a good job at defending this, which means Moon has to take the base with only 1 gas, which isn't as good as this base, but it is relatively easy to defend compared to this 1 base, especially when your opponent has been doing drops. A lot of Lings are coming in, but again, Medevac is just going to pick on up and get away, but Mutas are now coming out on the field, and Infestation Pit is right behind that. So Medevac's not going to be a problem right now for Moon because he's going to have some anti-air that's very quick, can hunt down the Medevac. We have some Mutas taking a smoke break right now, and Marines are going to be dropping on those Banelings. Only took 1 Baneling out for that Medevac full of Marines. Not the best trade. But 4GG does secure a 3rd base, and that is what he needs to do. 59 SCVs, 270 drones, so he isn't really behind by that much. Only 26 supply, which isn't bad for Terran. Does have his tanks not getting any mech upgrades. He is working on 2-2 right now. We don't have 4GG with a Hive, so Moon with the Hive. Why do I keep calling Moon 4GG? I have no idea. But Moon does not have the Hive, so 4GG's upgrades will be able to catch up because that Hive does take 100 seconds. So as long as he doesn't start it within the next 60 seconds, there will be a chance for 4GG to pull ahead of Moon in upgrades. And when you go with Mutas, generally you won't be starting that Hive right away. He does have 12 Mutas out on the map. And this is relatively odd. Ling Bling Roach Muta coming out from 4GG to deal with the mainly buyer. There are a few tanks out, and my mouse has been screwing all game. There we go. Now we can actually scroll over to the left. And 4GG wants to take a 4th base, but Moon does have his forces right here. Going to be able to deny this for a little bit. 4GG, though, may be able to do drops, and Moon is going to be pulling back. Going to be letting 4GG just take this 1 spot. Meanwhile, going in the production tab, we do have more drones, more Mutas, and still no Hive. And we can see now that 60-second mark has passed, so 4GG will be ahead on upgrades if he gets 3-3 right away. That is a lot of Mutas, though, for Moon. Gonna be coming in here, can easily take out that 1 missile turret, and they are at 1-0 upgrades. And now gonna be able to get this 2nd missile turret down, and there we go, goes down so quickly. Now can target the reactors, but nope, Marines do come, and now the Mutas will be retreating back. But since the Marines came, no more Marines are over here just stimming in, and the Mutas are gonna be retreating. But 4GG is building Thors, so these Mutas are not gonna be cost effective for long. They will have to be babysat very much, because when he runs in and targets a building down, if a Thor gets 1 volley off, that is absolutely huge. 2 or 3 volleys, if he has 2 Thors out, oh my god, that can just be Muta ending. That whole ball can fall in the blink of an eye, so Moon is going to have to be really careful with his Mutas. And there we go, the first of the Thors do come. He's going to have to magic box those Thors, and there we go. Good magic box does come out. Lings and Bling's going to go over into that 3rd base. Command Center does lift up. The Banelings wisely not going for those SCVs. Instead wants to go for the army, because if he just sacrifices them all on the economy, then 4GG can go for a counterattack, which would be really strong considering that Moon does not have Hive Tech up. So Moon doing a brilliant call. Not doing that, but 4GG doing a drop. That 1 medevac does get taken out. Lings are going to be coming in here, and we'll be able to clean that drop up. So 4GG not doing really any damage there. The Muta's going to be coming in and going to be taking out these E-bays, but more Marines stem in, but that's not many. SCVs do come with that repair. That one almost went down, but Marines did come and, well, scare the Mutas away. Mutas will be coming in for those SCVs. We can go over the workers killed. Only 13, so not that many, considering all the action that has happened. At the same time, 4GG just ignoring these Mutas, has a handful of Marines going around protecting his base while he goes and attacks Moon's 5th base. And this will bring it to 4 bases versus 4 bases, which is not a good situation for Moon to be on. Mutas are going to come and help defend. We do have Moon setting up a big flank yet again. This is what he's been doing all series long. Brilliant flanks. There's not that many Marines, so here we go. Lings coming in from both sides. The Mutas tugging the tank down, as you see, and there we go. Tanks get taken out, and Moon does clean that up, but the supply is even. 4GG is being cost effective now, so very close game, and now the bases are even. And 4GG going to keep on going on with this aggression. Has started his 3-3, and we can see it is ahead of Moon 3-3 just because his hive was so late. He is getting that Overlord drops that look like. Was that Overlord drop? Was that Overlord speed? Looks like that was Overlord drop. He probably already has that Overlord speed down. Marines see those Banelings morphing in and will be getting back on out there. Tanks are sieged up. We'll have to slowly deny this one creep. Muta's going to come in, try to pick off a tank, but with the Thor and Marines, that is not going to be happening. 182 versus 183 supply. This game could not come any closer. Those Mutas have picked off a lot of supply defense, putting 4GG in the deep red. He has got to build a lot of supply. This one may even burn to the ground. At the same time, it looks like Moon is going to be setting up yet another flank. And this could be good. Muta's going to be coming in. Oh no, they don't magic box. That Thor does massive amounts of damage on that. Very nice split by Moon. Instantly splits in 3 ways. Now another clump up. That Thor has done a lot of damage to those Mutas. But Moon has cleaned this up yet again. And now will be going in, but that is a planetary fortress. Cannot engage that. Will be pulling on back. Keep in mind, Moon does have Overlord drop, so that may come into play. I haven't seen that really used in ZVT, but that's something I've always heard come late game to use Ultralisk drop harass. I hear that's actually a pretty darn good strategy if you have more than one Ultralisk in, because the Terran players just never know which Overlord the Ultralisk is in, which means it can get away scotch-free. And of course that is all sarcasm, but in all seriousness, Ultra drops are pretty darn good. Spreading the Terran player out late game is what you want to do. And if you get in their production facilities, that is a lot of trouble because it takes them like a full minute and a half to 2 minutes to actually recover after losing one production building. So if you take out 3 or 4, you do a lot of damage to the infrastructure. That is one of the things Terran do slowest, is rebuild their infrastructure. So killing off those barracks and factories late game is something that you always want to keep in mind. If you can do that with taking minimal damage. We do have 4GG going to be continuing with the drop. Spinecall is now being built, saying, oh no, I really need to prepare against this, and does it a little late, but does have Link still coming back in to deal with this. Drop not being placed in the perfect spot. A lot of these lanes get a lot of surface area, going to be lifting on up. At the same time, though, that Porus forces out so he can go in right over here. That Infestor went out of position but did not get targeted down. Spinecall is that 4GG has to fight against. Will Moon set up another brilliant flank like he's been doing all game long? Gets a fungal growth off, but that was a relatively bad fungal growth. Thor is going in, and that Thor may actually fall. No, it won't fall to that. But there we go. Moon looking like he wants to set up for another flank and may sacrifice this one base in order to get a flank off. And, well, no, he doesn't have the units to flank. Maybe he's going to go for a counterattack, going up here, checking for the 5th base. Says, nope, you don't have a 5th base. Is he going to go into the 3rd base? Because, again, doesn't have the units over here to do a counterattack, flank. So he is left with a counterattack. And now the Lings are going to be coming in. We do have a base trade now as 4GG going to be keep on going in. And Moon going to be taking out this, but 4GG just lifts up base trading a Terran player. Normally not the safest thing, but Ultralisk are back here. They don't have that Chitinous plane, but that is going to be done in another 30 seconds as the Lings and Infestor come in. Tanks in a Brilliance position, but they will be going down. Marines coming in, and there we go. That force has been cleaned up. Ultras coming in. Brilliant spot. Those Marines cannot kite backwards, but they are enough to overpower those Ultralisks, all in deep red, but have plenty of medevacs back here. We do have 2 more Ultralisks with 5 Infestors coming in. Moon has to somehow defend this, and that's not how that Ultralisk just running in. Will he get transfused? Yes, he will get transfused. But that Ultralisk does go down for free. Moon not doing the best right now. His army is just getting picked apart for free. Those Mutas want to come in and pick off those tanks. That Infestor does get a huge phone growth. Those Marines were not healed up yet as his medevacs are low on energy. So those fungals clean up those Marines. But he has taken some damage. 130 supply though, 298, so Moon still ahead in supply going over into the drone count, 36 to 55. So Moon still doing okay, and 4GG gonna be mining out this base. Only has 4 mineral patches left. Looks like he mined his mules all on one, which meant one of those mineral patches died much quicker than the other. The other one is mined on this one. So that is a small mistake, only using 2 mineral patches to drop those mules on, which means those 2 mineral patches go away very quickly. Transfuses going down on those Ultras. This one lane going in saying no 5th base, and Moon a little bit happy with that position he's in now. Mutas get clumped up, but well, there are no Thors. Fungos go down on those Marines, and now they're going to be kiting against these Ultras. Queens in the back to try to transfuse. It looks like there's enough for 2 or 3 transfuses. But here it goes up against that Planetary Fortress. And with the good micro, these Ultras are good as dead, but they are doing a lot of damage. Did not decide to take out those SCVs. Transfusing on them. Very nice transfuse. Pulling them back to do that. Try to do maximum number of damage, but these Ultras are pretty much dead units right now. But 4GG is, well, Moon is getting more infestors. 4GG can only get Marines out right now. So what Moon has to do is kill the medevacs. If he does kill the medevacs, does he have gas mining? He's got 1 geyser mining gas right now. So if he ends up killing the medevacs, that's like game over right there. Well, maybe not. I didn't realize there's a 2,300 gas bank. So he can produce medevacs for a very long time. It's not just about killing the medevacs. It's about killing all the other ones that will be produced because he has a huge gas bank and not a big mineral bank. While Moon, he's evenly banked, and he's got much more mining going on. Going over this income tab, you can see Moon double the minerals and gas right now. Sitting at a very good spot, but he's not going Broodlords. Going Ultralisk, which is a really good call against this composition, because if you go... Well, I don't know how those Lings got there. But if you go Broodlords on this map, then the Terran player can exploit your immobility and just do drops everywhere, as Polt shown us many, many times. So Ultra's probably the better choice. Ultralisk Cabin looks like it did get taken down. I think it was the one that was right here when 4GG made that one push and took it on out. So Moon got a lot more Lings, got a lot more Banelings, which will be good. One thing I don't like, he doesn't have Burrow Banelings yet, but he is getting Burrow. So realizing, well, you have mainly Marines. You don't want to use your scans because you're strapped on cash, which means if I get one good Burrowed Baneling hit, well, that's game over. Also, if he gets good fungal growths, we can see a lot of those infestors have a lot of energy, but 4GG having a well-spread group at all times so he doesn't get hit by those fungal growths. And now, beautiful micro has an insta-concave. You can see those Marines so well micro. Going to be coming in, get fungal growths off, but looks like 4GG may, no, he won't be able to hold on. Gonna be falling back. He's gonna have to sacrifice this one base, and that's not good. Don't use your energy, but well, you can use your energy on bungling those SCVs, allowing those Ultras just kill all of them. Gonna be bringing that worker count down to 21, even lower. But 4GG is gonna be coming in here, try to pick up those infestors. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 do get taken out, and that is what he needs. But 3 more are being built right now at the same time. Gonna be doing a drop over here. That one Spore Caller does get taken out. But that is all the damage that is done with that one drop. And 4GG going to be keeping on going across the map. Drop going to come and try to do more damage, but those Ultras, again, not Broodlords, so they are very, very mobile and can deal with all the drops that 4GG is doing. Tanks are going to be sieging on up, and SCVs have joined the battle, being a little bit of a meat shield against these Ultras. And that beautiful flank again from Moon does come up, and a huge funk growth on those Marines. 76 supply to 100, but both players cannot really remax. 4GG strapped on minerals. Moon strapped on both, which is a little bit odd. Going to this units lost tab, we can see 4GG just being so much more cost effective, and Marines do come dropped here. And Medevac does lift up, being so good with that. But there we go. Medevac is going to be taken out with fungal growth and infested Terrans. So that is going to be dealt with. 4GG going to land this one base and then drop a lot of mules and try to mine as much as he can immediately. 6 mules do get dropped. Actually, that was 4 mules. I guess 2 died here as he dropped all of those. Ling is going to see this base, and Moon going to go, I got to kill this base, because if he keeps this base dead, this base only has 2 mineral patches, and that's not much left. So this is all 4GG has in terms of an economy. Once this gets taken out, 4GG can no longer reproduce, and Moon now has Burrow. So he can also start using that and being very cost effective, because 4GG cannot use any scans. He simply cannot afford them. Beautiful flank from 4GG coming in to pick off those banelings in the back. Ultras getting screwed up by the AI a little bit. 4GG with some more micro. Ultras are going to be retreating. Only one baneling, so he cannot really do any bird baneling play. Needs to get some more out, but he is starting to mine out his side of the map, but has started building over here and may even get a hatch over here. 4GG cannot really have any map control because he's just got bio, and well, just bio won't be good against Ling Bling, especially if those banelings are burrowed. So Moon, all he has to do, burrow stuff around the map. I don't know what those units were doing, thinking that Ultra's got extra healing while being burrowed. I don't know. But if he just burrowed banelings around the map, he would be in such a good position. Looks like he is going to go for the economy right now, forcing 4GG to pull away from the base. And those Ultras, I don't know why, but they are attacking that planetary fortress. That's possibly one of the worst ideas possible because, well, it's not doing anything. No more minerals are left at that base. There's less minerals left at this base than those Ultras were worth. So I don't know exactly why he wanted to take that out, but he did lose quite a bit because of that. I think it would have been much better pulling those Ultras back and sneaking around here and going again for this one base. But again, Moon does have more mining than 4GG, so I guess he can sacrifice that. 4GG not mining any gas right now, just all on the minerals. And this pull attack here didn't really do that much damage. Ling's going to be trying to run in. There's no mining going on, Moon. The only thing you have to worry about is here. You know what would be really cool? If he snuck an overload around this high ground and did a baneling drop. Because 4GG would not be expecting that. While he did the cute play by doing counterattacks over here, just baneling drop the main. That would be rather cute. Again, with the random burrows from Moon, showing that he has burrow, putting that in the back of 4GG's mind. A lot of banelings are morphing in. 118 supply, 299. So this game still could go either way, but 4GG's tech just isn't there. He's going to have to depend on his micro and hoping that Moon makes some type of blunder because Moon's army should be able to just crush this army, but with good micro, bio can do anything. And doing a good job at just poking these Ultras down. Doesn't really want to engage them until they get to a bad spot where we can get a huge concave like at this one ramp. More banelings morphing in. So it looks like Moon is going to be going in maybe for another flank with banelings. That has been very cost effective for him in the past. But no, maybe he's just going to keep on going and stormroll his way right through here. He hasn't used his banelings yet though. Oddly enough, they are in the back while those Ultras just keep on going. And doesn't have that many banelings, so maybe he did use them. I could have sworn he had more banelings, but I didn't see any explosions. But that looks like that was more than enough Ultras. Going in the army tab, 72 to 46. The planetary fortress have fallen, but it was doing absolutely nothing. Ultras are going to be coming in here, and once this base gets taken out, that is going to have to be the GG, as 4GG already calls it. Well played game. Very nice game. Good one to close out the series because Moon now takes that 3-1. So, hope you guys enjoyed the series. I'm sorry I called Moon 4GG so many times. I have no clue why I did that. Maybe I just don't like casting heat because I am sweating more than I normally do, which you probably can't see on the camera, thank God. But, yeah, it is hot. So, there's one point in the game right here. This was like the first flank. So, going in this army size, we can see Moon actually has a smaller army. And we'll see how effectively he deals with this. So keep in mind, Moon's army is smaller. Again, 4GG does have a handful of army right there. Look how effective this is. So, pause it real quick. Mutas targeted there. Banelings don't look like they have anything. So, Lings and banelings look like they may be on attack move, but the mutas do target the tanks. I'm just trying to find out if there's any more targets. Doesn't look like it. So keep an eye on... Oh, we can look at the tanks. So watching the tanks from 4GG. And the Lings. Okay. Actually, let's go back. Let's not get the Lings. Lings are not important. The Banelings are important. So if we ever see a clump of Banelings get taken out, that is good. So, okay, that's what we want to watch. So here we go. Keep in mind, the army was behind the start of this. Doesn't look like the best focus firing. But after this fight, he still has less of an army supply. But keep in mind, a lot of the supply is, well, that's 100% cleaned up. So wait a second for the injects to pop. He's just going to drone up after that. Door builds. He doesn't take the lead, but that was really well done. And then we'll just keep going in. Watching more and more of these flanks. I know he's attacking the supply depots right now. So, right this battle. That was the Thors on the mutas targeting the tanks. A mistake because the Thors, again, get a few volleys off on them. But look at what Moon's doing. He's sending the mutas in this way. Sending the Lings in this way. Sending Lings in this way. And just swarming all over 4GG right now. And watch that muta split. It's not the easiest thing to do with air units. Look, that was a mistake. You can see all the damage they're taking. Ready? And now he was almost at boom! Such a good split. And now he tries to manually split them and keep them split. Very well done by Moon with that another flank. Now we'll look at the army size before and after that battle real quick. It's probably not going to be that good because of the muta loss. And I wish I could control W this, but unfortunately I can't. So, even army, even supply. Moon's actually ahead by 2. Not a huge deal. Oh, I just heard all these mutas die. And now Moon's ahead by a little bit, and he's got a lot of larvae reproducing. Has a bank, a little strapped on gas, but killing that allowed him to get this 5th base up relatively easily. And beyond that, what can he do? I guess he could try to take this base, but that is going to be hard to defend because of drops. So this would be the next logical call to take this base. But if you take this base, then you give Terran this position. And you never want to give them this position because, well, I guess then you have this. It's really hard to think about because you want to keep Terran contained kind of in this area. If you don't have either of these bases, it's a heck of a lot easier to do because you don't have to worry about close proximity drops. Because if you take this base, they get this base. It becomes a weird battle, like in this top area, which means they're going to do drops, and then this base is going to be vulnerable. So it's really hard, again, just to take a base beyond half the map as Zerg. So, yeah. That's that. Maybe there's another flank we can watch real quick. Made this game look really long. Do 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 do. So here we go. We'll see this battle. I don't think this is one he flanks on. See the army supply. Moon's slightly behind. He probably won't come out nearly as well because, again, doesn't have the flank. Oh, this is when he counterattacks. So, yeah, I don't think there's really that much more to the game to highlight. Hope you guys enjoy the game. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, as I got a lot more replays to do. Hope you enjoyed the series. Please leave comments. Sorry I can't do SE2 gears. Hopefully there's an update. I have a feeling it's patch 1.5. Killing my ability to do replays. But take care, guys. See ya.